Gentlemen, this is Genetic Light and Entertainment. Here we are at Scott Hall, Sean Baldwin and Cody Hall signing. As you see, the crowd is massive. And the signing is that's Cody, there's Scar. A lot of people, It's a wonderful night. Hello, Debbie Hart. She's on the phone, busy. Reserving a hotel room for Scott Hall. She's very busy. As you see, the turnout is incredible. Next one is there. Patiently waiting for them to come back. Scott, Cody, and Sean will be coming back. Hello, Miss Debbie Hart.
Hi.
What a fun night we're having.
Oh my God, the best time ever. I'm so glad we were invited.
Yes. Well, Cody won his match. We're very proud of him, and Sean too. So it's nice. It's getting pretty crowded now. I'll catch you guys later. Hola, Chico.
Where's Gumby?
Oh, yeah.
So it was great though. They call you and like, hey, we're gonna treat you great and can you fit that in your schedule? I'm like, yeah. Everybody's gonna sit around and talk about how cool I am. I got time for that. Thanks, buddy. Who wants to answer that question? Come on up. I'm good.
What was your, out of all your matches that you were WCW or WWE, maybe not your favorite, but one that you remember the most, like that you can still remember like it was yesterday, you know, the ladder with Sean, or that everybody talked about, or maybe something else?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind was I wrestled Goldberg in the Georgia Dome, and I wrestled Goldberg, and the deal was if he beats me, then he gets a shot at Hulk. He ended up beating us both. But I remember I'm fresh out of rehab, like I don't know what number, but I'm fresh out of rehab. And Bill was like really nervous, so I mean he was pushing me, so if you see the match back, he's shooting up the rope, he's pushing me so hard I can hardly stand up. He was like so nervous, but that's mine that sticks in my match, not because it was very good, because it was pretty brutal, but in front of like 60,000 people in the Georgia Dome on a live Nitro. As far as like ladder matches and stuff with Sean, I always tell the same story. We had matches on the road that were non-televised that were better than what we did in the Garden that day, which I thought was pretty good. But sometimes the ladder is just really cool. It does stuff on its own, you know, it helps out. Awesome. Thank you.
Next question. I have a great one. Where did the name Razor Ramon come from, and the origin of it, and how did the gimmick come to being, and how did it get perfected?
But he liked to make sure that
this is an old. I've said this when I'm asked. It was, to me, I was totally ripping off the movie Scarface. You know, when I met Vince, it was an era when he like Big Boss Man was really a corrections officer, so they made him a corrections officer character. So I had my tryout match, and Vince likes it, and then he goes, "Well, I understand your father's in the Army." And I looked at Vince and I said, "Man, you want me to be G.I. Joe? I'll be the best G.I. Joe ever." But I didn't want to be some lame G.I. Joe character. But I said, "Did you ever see Scarface?" He went, "Oh, no." And I went, say hello to the bad guy. I just started doing that stick, and you got to remember, in the 90s, it was a different era. Everybody had gimmicky names and sell merchandise and stuff, so I've been thinking about names, and like, I knew I was going to have my hair dyed black, and so I was thinking of like Shrug Shadow. I was thinking of Shrug Shadow or Razor. And I remember I was talking to Road Warrior Hawk, and he goes, "What about Deadbolt, brother?" And I was thinking, "Thanks, Hawk." But, so I decided on Razor. I remember when I had my tryout match, and Vince likes it. And then he goes, "Well, we need a name." So I'm going, "Well, how about Razor?" And he goes, "Well, there's always Razor Ruddock, like the boxer." And I remember, "I'll kick his monkey effing ass." So Vince laughs and goes, "Okay, we need a last name." Starts with an R. And I went in the restroom, I was like washing my hands, and Tito was brushing his hair, Tito Santana. I said, "Tito, I need a last name starts with an R." But I'm on. And I ran back to Vince's office. Razor Money. That's it. That's how that happened. Thank you, Tito.
Okay, we're going to do one more question. Here we go, Hulk.
I know Ray, I mean Scott, I'm sorry. Anyway.
Well, actually Razor went in the Hall of Fame, so you can't call me Scott anymore. You got to call me Razor. Although I want to go on record saying now that the first thing Triple H said to me when he saw me was, "Hey man, don't worry, we're bringing that other shit back to you." I went, "Okay, I got more fingers."
I have a question. Are you ever going to, I know you come from the old school anyway, are you ever going to go back in the ring? Question number one. Are you ever going to team up with Nash and Hall and take out the Wyatts and them anymore?
Well, yeah, my next match is me and you in the parking lot. But, I don't have any desire to wrestle again. I was with my son last night in Pennsylvania. Cody, he just turned 23. He had a great match with X-Pac last night. I mean, I don't feel like I have anything left to prove in the ring. Although I love the wrestling business. I was just at SmackDown Tuesday. They filmed it in Atlanta. And, I love the behind-the-scenes stuff. If I had a dream job, it would be like an agent or something like that. But right now I'm just trying to focus on getting my kid good enough to go to the Performance Center. And as far as the Wyatts, like, yeah, a lot of people like seeing it. Back in the day, Vince never had factions. He hated that. But, I think those guys are doing great things. People ask me about the Shield and the NWO. I think those guys are doing great things. I mean, we had our run. It's over. It's time for these young guys to do their thing. Whatever you want.
We're going to do one bonus, and then we're going to go and have them start signing your autographs and taking photos. Who has a question? Hurry up. First one up in front of me. Okay.
Is there any chance you work creative?
Yeah, are you kidding me? I would love something like that, but I would love an opportunity to work for them again. You got to remember, I'm like the guy who left the company and went to, I was like a traitor. Then I came back and didn't actually behave too well. So I'm just being like humble bumble, thank you everything, man. I think the whole time I was at the Hall of Fame, I must have said thank you to Vince 50 times. I saw him at SmackDown the other day. "Hi Vince, thank you." And if I was offered that job, I'd certainly jump at it. Right now, brother, I'm just happy to be invited to attend shows. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, everyone. Let's all give a big hand for Razor. Any VIPs, please come forward, and we're going to start right now.
Oh, shit.
Give him the raise head. NWO. Well, big stick.
I remember when I was like this grown man. We start off with big stars so clear. But he was one of the bottom guys.